what we're doing for this month or whatnot, and I'm just literally just keep making sure that he's kept with fresh content.
And how do you measure his deliverable? Like, what is he paid by the hour? You pay him by
he has a set amount that he's paid for the month, and he literally runs all of the ads.
How much do y'all pay for a month for that service?
So he charges what we're paying him is $750 a month, and he's running the entire ad. So he's making sure that he's monitoring the budget. We have the budget that we set for the ads, and he takes that budget and he's like, okay. So a lot of things that he's doing is he does a lot of testing. So he'll test ads out $5 a day a lot of times just to see how they go first. And he does that for like a week. Then he goes back and look at the data, and he's very unemotional to it. Because it's, you know, sometimes we're like, well, I like this piece of content right here. I think this is the one that should be good. But he's like, no, we don't do it like that. We look at the data, and then he's like, all right, this is the one that's just going to stay. This is the one that's going to go. And then we optimize, and then we keep it going. And then he increase it. So that SpongeBob one that you saw, that one started off at $5 a day. Now it's up to like $60 a day. So he started with $5 a day, just testing it. It did well, and just kept increasing it. Like, I don't know what the word I'm even using.
Incrementally.
Yes, yes. He increased it little bit by little bit.
What is your like ad budget a month?
Right now, I know in January we spent $2,400 on ads. Wow. And we got a 3.5 return on ad spend with that, and that was pretty early. That's what he said. It's pretty early right now, and we were running ads last year, but I was doing them a lot myself. The most that we spent last year in a month was probably like $2,000 on ads, and that was around probably like November holidays. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to we want to keep the pace of keeping a consistent budget throughout the year. Yeah. And just really mature that pixel, make sure it's really, really good. So by the time the fourth quarter comes, it's just retargeting city, like literally.
And how do you measure? How do you determine like whether like the ads you're spending, you know, they're getting traction or leading to sales?
So the Facebook, I think I can pull it up. Actually, the Facebook Business Manager it breaks it all down to you, because again, it tracks the conversions. So because the person is marked with the pixel, it literally is just tracking you everywhere you go online. I know that's kind of like creepy.
What's it called? You keep saying pixel. Sorry.
The pixel, the Facebook pixel.
Oh, got it.
Let me actually. There's a video that's like probably like 2 minutes.
While he's doing that, can I ask you a question in terms of when you first started? How many products did you launch with?
I remember we only did soap, so it was only bar soaps, and we had six.
It was six different bar soaps. Oh yeah, because it was the original.
It was
the original six.
And we only did bar soap for like 2 years. Mm-hmm. We didn't do any other products.
That's our core product.
Because I felt that what I started to realize was that once you start adding on more product, you add on like a lot more expenses, a lot more work, so like I always encourage people to just be very focused and set yourself in the market for whatever it is that you're going to like. People literally know us for soap. We make all these other products, but soap is what we were established with.
But within that category, you had 6 offerings. You had 6 SKUs.
I did 6 offerings, and I pretty much was looking at things that were popular at the time. So one that's been our longest standing soap is activated charcoal soap. Like, everybody loves activated charcoal. Another one that I did quite early on was tea tree and turmeric. Just kind of seeing what like the beauty trends were. Like turmeric was a beauty trend at the time. Activated I think there's still beauty trends. Activated charcoal. So
charcoal is really great. Just
kind of going off of that. Okay. It was popular.
I mean, if you guys want to watch it now, we don't have to watch it, but I highly recommend that you just go back and check about the pixel out. Like, I didn't even know. I guess I installed mine. Like,
which video do you recommend?
Honestly, any one of them. Honestly, any one of them will honestly explain it. This one right here. I mean, if I was about to pick, I'll probably pick this one. This guy seems like it's pretty quick and straight. I actually saw this one about the Facebook pixel explain. Should I click on it, Jonathan?
Yeah, go for it.
When I aim to grow my business, I use Fiverr. I found a designer for my logo, a programmer for my website, writers for my content.
What's up guys, Taylor with another video. Hope you guys are having a good day. In this one, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install a Facebook pixel onto your dropshipping store and how it can help you make more money. Because a lot of beginners don't install a Facebook pixel and they don't know what it is. And then later on, once you have more traffic on your store, they're not able to monetize as much as they could. So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the most out of your Shopify dropshipping store and just make the most money. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so before I actually show you guys how to install the Facebook pixel on your store and how to create the pixel and everything like that, I just wanna tell you exactly what a Facebook pixel is. So a Facebook pixel is essentially just a code that you get from Facebook that you're able to install onto your Shopify store and just track data. So what this Facebook pixel does is it collects data from all traffic sources that go onto your store, and then it tracks those certain leads from these certain people, and you're able to build audiences off of this information and be able to retarget these people, because this pixel is collecting data of who is clicking add to cart, who is going on this product, who is going to about page, and stuff like that. You're just learning every action that these people are taking on your website and learning how you can improve your store or how to retarget these people. So after I install the Facebook pixel and show you guys how to create one, I'm gonna...
That's literally it. I'm telling you, like, it is gonna save you like a whole bunch of headaches when you start running ads. When you start running ads, and if you have your pixel that's been on your site for like over a year or how, it don't matter how long, like, you're gonna get a lot of results. Because I see a lot of business owners that say, oh, I've ran ads, it don't work. Probably don't have your Facebook pixel installed. So you literally are like going like this, trying to like find people instead of looking at the data. Like how Jonathan and James is trying to tell you, like, do the DPIs, refer back to DPIs, look at your data, and then make your decisions. That's basically what the pixel is. It's just collecting the data, help you to make decisions. And like, when you start running ads, and it's going to be definitely a godsend. It's going to be amazing.
One other question. Do y'all use email marketing?
Yes. So as of recently, I was on MailChimp. I just switched from MailChimp to Klaviyo, which is Klaviyo. I switched to Klaviyo in September.
And why did you switch?
Well, so I was working with one of my friends, and he was looking at a lot of our data. He was like, man, you got so much data, man. You need to use something a little bit more robust. Because MailChimp, I used MailChimp for like 4 years. I was just like, I know MailChimp really well, and I love MailChimp.
Yeah.
But MailChimp's like, you use MailChimp?
Yeah.
Their interface is kind of like,
yeah.
It's kind of basic. It's not really good with automation. So he was like, man, check out Klaviyo. So I talked to Klaviyo people. They said MailChimp is like a Toyota. Toyota's very reliable.
Right.
He said Klaviyo was like a Ferrari. And I was like, whoa. I was like, that's what I said. But I will say this, it was more expensive, but wow, like the things that it does, like, again, this game is about data. Once I plugged up Klaviyo to my store, it literally creates the automations for you. I didn't even have to do it. It created the abandoned cart automations for me. It created, I got like 9 automations, and it did it all for me. As soon as I hooked it up to the store, like, I was just like, what? And like with MailChimp, you have to do it all yourself. And it's so hard to do it on MailChimp. Like, I had a hard time. So we do a lot of email. Email contributes to like 35% of our revenue per month. I'm emailing probably like 2 to 4 times a week. I'm emailing things like, I'm emailing like promotions. I'm emailing maybe a blog post. I'm emailing the videos that you saw on YouTube. I'm literally just emailing that to my customers. Like, if we came out with a video about how to use the facial kit, we posted on YouTube, posted on IG, I'm gonna send it to my email list too. I'm sending the same content just consistently, just hitting them in different points. Some people are on email, some people on IG, some people on YouTube, some people are on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And then you can retarget them as well, you know, because they hit that pixel again. So email marketing is huge. A lot of people don't think that email is not viable, but it's still very, very powerful.
I mean, a third of your revenues.
Huh? Yeah, it's a third of our revenue, and I make sure I'm emailing all the time. Like, I'm emailing at like noon every day. Not every day, but like I said, at 2 to 4 times a week. The thing also about email, the best experience I've seen with email is when I planned it out. That's when I scheduled it, and that's probably when I need to start doing scheduling more. During the Black Friday, Cyber Monday week, I scheduled my emails out that entire week, and that was an amazing week right there, because I just had everything set up and ready to go. So definitely take advantage of email. What do you guys use? MailChimp.
Yeah, we use MailChimp.
MailChimp is good. MailChimp is good for, like, you know, if you're just starting. MailChimp gives you, it's free for the first 2,000 subscribers, so it's definitely a good, it's a good one. And the way to build your email list, you know, do things like do giveaways. You could do like a giveaway, but it has to be a massive giveaway. It can't be something that's just like, I'm gonna give you one of something. It has to appear big to the consumer.
Enticing.
Yeah, it has to appear big so that the work that you want them to do is, hey, I'm giving away, like for us, hey, I'm giving away a year's supply of soap. To the consumer, that seems like amazing, that seems like a lot, but to the producer, we know what our costs are, you know? So year's supply soap, to enter in, say if we don't know IG, to enter in, click the link in my bio, put your name and email in, and now you're entered in. Now I got their data, and then you know what goes from there. I can remarket them through my email campaigns. I send them a time-sensitive discount code after the giveaway that's only valid for like 3 days maybe or something like that. That drives sales. But email's big. You had a question? Yeah.
And I'm not part of the cohort,
Yeah.
I'm kind of almost auditing, but I'll talk to you guys next week. Y'all are so badass with your social media. Like literally, I mean, as you talked about people walking in being like, I know you, you walked in today. I was like, oh no, I've been following you for like a year. I know exactly who you are. I'm just in awe of like how you've got your shit together on so many levels. And do you consult for social media for other clients? Because I know you've got this soap business that's doing real well, but I really think your know-how and and your team that you pull together.
Yeah, our team, honestly, the team now that we built now is like, so like, I feel like now I have like a marketing team now, like, and it's amazing. Like, so Terrence is our video guy. He does all the video now. I have the guy doing the ads. I have another friend, which is on the team. He does the overall like strategy and vision. And I'm like the middle person that's like, I'm in the middle, like, you know.
He wears out, he's
I kind of like oversees it. I kind of oversee it all. And I have a person that does blogs, that writes our blogs as well. So as far as consulting, yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, the most I do is, I work very heavily with Urban Eden. I come out and speak with Jonathan. It's like our 3rd time coming out. But I guess because we haven't focused on it. But yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I definitely would. And I mean, as far as social media, around the time when Taryn first started learning how to make soap, literally, it was 2014. She picked up soap, I started picking up internet marketing. So as she was in the kitchen doing that, I was on the computer learning how to like do email, learning how to do all this stuff. And now our roles, she's product development, I'm social media and marketing. That's all I do.
And prior to that, he wanted to do social media for other businesses. And he was just like, why can't I, find a business to do social media? And I was like, do social media for Urban Eden. Like, he was very passionate. And I was like, do it for, and then it took off. Like, social media, it does well. So, I mean, consultation, he's very passionate about it.
No, I really do like it. I really like marketing. Because, I mean, it's communication. It's definitely an art. And Gary Vee is another inspiration of mine. If you guys never listen to him, Gary Vee is big. A lot of people don't like him, but just listen to his knowledge. His knowledge is there. Questions? What's another one I'm probably leaving off about? I can't think of too much. Let me think of my day-to-day. We talked about email, we talked about content.
I think you covered a lot.
Yeah,
I did. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But again, don't get discouraged don't let it intimidate you.
So you generate all the stuff for like your promotions, to send out email, you create all that graphic arts, all that stuff, put it together.
Because that's my only thing that I do in my, like, of course we're full time in it, but like that's all I have to focus on. I don't have to focus on no product. Coming up with new products, stuff like that, that's all Taryn. That's her passion. That's what she does.
Focus on that too. I mean, he's very passionate about business in general.
But yeah, but like, yeah, I do like the graphics and stuff like that. But like, what makes it easier is like, for example, we got a photographer to do to take pictures of all of our products. So now I got like all of these images. All I gotta do is just pull them and putting words on them. It's not really hard. Yeah, and a lot of our content, like, you know how people like try to get caught up in like how their Instagram feed looks? I'm not on that. I'm just, what happened today, post it, just go. And Terrence is like that. Terrence is like, yo, post it, man, just go. Just go, like, don't overthink it, because it's, people are not thinking about the last piece of content that you put out. Oh, this is not gonna be good. No, like, just go.
Like you said, stay on their minds. Like,
yeah, you gotta like continue to stay on people's minds, man. That's marketing to me is literally like, I like to say this, it's almost like brilliantly evil almost, but it's not, because like you're literally staying on people's mind. You're trying to get into their mind. And when it comes to your business, you always have to just be like just putting some things out. And I highly recommend, if you can, if this is something that you don't like to do, definitely get somebody on your team that likes to do this. You know what I'm saying? You might have to bring them in as a partner, so it doesn't cost you. So, and we're lucky enough that this is something that I did want to like really look into, because the biggest problem I see with most small businesses is the marketing too. Yeah. It's always that thing, you know what I'm saying? And you could do a lot with like no money if you just be consistent with your content, you know, and collect data. Always be collecting data, collect emails. When you're at events, collect their emails, collect their numbers. Don't just make the transaction. If anything, let them keep the money. You just collect the data, like, well, no, I'm just playing, but make sure you collect it. Because I see a lot of people, like, they're so concerned with the transaction, and I'm like, you don't want my info? Nah, I'm good. I'm like, whoa, you don't want the data? So that's what we did from day one, even when we were in the farmers markets. We were always collecting data. We were building our email list since 2014, just continually, just collecting at all events. So always do that.
How are you curating your email list in terms of like, when do people fall off? If you get like bounces and things like, I mean, Klaviyo may, your Ferrari may do that now.
Yeah. Actually, I'll pull up Klaviyo so you guys can see it. So the thing about Klaviyo is that they're big on segments. They're really big on segmenting the list. So one of the things I like to do is sometimes I like to segment. So I make a segment that's who's my most engaged on my list, and that's who I'm sending emails to. So I'm not always sending to somebody that's not engaging with my with our emails. I'm going to log in here so you guys can kind of just see the back end of Klaviyo. Klaviyo, you also can use that for if you're just starting out. It's all about, Klaviyo is really big about owning your marketing. So Facebook, huh?
I was looking to see if your email.
Oh yeah, Facebook, Google, what is it? Facebook, Google, those are not ours. We're just like renting space. Like, that's all controlled by our algorithm. It's all about owning your marketing. That's why I always say, yeah, have the pixel installed, collect the emails, because that's what you own. So if Instagram shut down, Facebook shut down, yeah, that'll hurt, but we have an email list. We have phone numbers. We own our marketing. We can continue to hit them. And that's what you always want to do that. Even if you only got, we started off with MailChimp. I remember our first email was sent to like 3 people. But you just want to continue to pound away at it. Make sure I can log in here. 544. Oh, it didn't click.
We had probably a
Is the number lock? Maybe
Oh,
the
it's a
number
number
lock is
lock.
not. Yeah.
absolutely.
Sometimes. But it's fine. And also, if you guys definitely get Terrence's information, man. Get Terrence's information, because honestly, Terrence has taught me a whole lot too. Like, man, he's really big on just volume model. Create lots of volume models. Chop, like, for example, like, you create a big piece of content for like an hour, like this right here. He sat here for about an hour creating content. We could chop this up to like a whole bunch of pieces of content to use. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is what I need to like just shift my.
Like bounce backs and people whose emails have changed, and I feel like often keeping that good email versus like you're like, oh sure, I've got 200 emails, but 20 of them are junk.
Like I said with Klaviyo, they're really good with segmenting. So like I've created like lots of different segments. Like I remember one time we were in New York, we were visiting New York, and Taryn was at an event, and someone came up to Taryn and was like, we were in Brooklyn. They were like, "Oh my God, you're here!" And I was like, and I thought for a second, man, let me look up how many people are in Brooklyn. We had like 300 people on our list in Brooklyn, and I was like, man, we could have did a pop-up shop here. And I was like, man, I didn't think about that, but that's something that you can do with Clayville. You can segment like who just stays in Georgia. Like I have a list right here. Douglasville customers within 75 miles. This is my list that I hit of people when we're having a local event, and I hit that list. This is our like main list. Here's one. Those who buy in person. I have a list of just those people. Here's the flows. The flows are automations. So these are the automations that honestly, as soon as I like hooked my website up, it created these on its own. So it created the abandoned cart email. When after you abandon your cart, it sends them an automatic email. A browse abandonment. When you're just viewing a product and you leave it, it'll send them an email. After you place an order, after someone places an order, this is one I did do myself. So I created a flow where after someone buys in person, I send them an email that asks them to leave a Google review. It's for our Google reviews. That's actually will be something great for you guys, possibly, like to have that set up so it can automatically, but that'd be great if you guys have Google Business set up, where they get the Google reviews, where it would be great to have an automatic email where it just automatically sends them an email saying like, how was your experience at our business today? Get Google reviews. Google reviews go up instantly, like you just get a whole lot, because it'll just automatically send it to them. And then these are other ones I'm trying to set up. I just recently attended a Clayville event. They talked about just doing things like asking for birthdays, like having like if I could figure out everyone's birthday, you know, I could be sending like discount codes to them on their birthday automatically.
Yeah.
That's just building. It's all about relationships, like building that close relationship with them. So I know this was like a whole lot, but it's like a crash course on things. And if you guys got like questions, like even afterwards, you can always like DM me, or I'll give you guys my numbers, anything like that.
Urban eat.